Hello, I'm the Maths Analyst. Last night I made a video and casually commented on my video, and I hope that I'm pronouncing your username correctly. He took me to task a little bit for a comment I made at the end of my video, and he made a very valid point. I was a bit tired last night, and at the end of the video I said that, and I was talking about cpotato2004, who is a neo-Nazi sympathizer or propagandist. Seems very obvious to me that he is trying to foster an environment where people will think it's just fine to kill off Jews. That's if you look at his website, and I'm not going to post a link to it. I'm sure that if you really want to see it badly enough, it's very easy to find. It is called Jew Watch, so if you really want it, go look at it. Looks pretty obvious that he's trying to foster an environment where it's just fine for people to kill off Jews. Well, at the end of my video, I commented, or I took a phrase from the Friendly Geek, and he commented that it would be very possible that someone will break into his house at night and kill him for his extremist views. And I made the comment that if that were to happen, I'm not advocating for it. If it were to happen, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. Tell you the truth, I really did mean that if it were to happen, and I really would not lose any sleep over it. It would not make me sad, let me put it this way. However, let me state in no uncertain terms that I am not advocating for people to kill him. I'd rather you not. If anyone were to come up to me and say, Maths Analyst, do you want to see this guy dead? No. I do not want anyone to go and kill him. It might be fun to think about. I have to admit that. This guy is pure evil. But that's not the way to go about doing it. As I see it, there are several much better ways to do it. First of all, if you do it, you make a martyr of him. Secondly, it's probably not our. It's not our place to go off and kill people. Thirdly, there are better ways to combat him. One way that I've mentioned is I believe that he is a YouTube cheat, and for that he should be drummed off of YouTube. YouTube should not be allowed. YouTube should not be allowing him to get away with cheating. Now, if I'm wrong, and I sent a private message to him, I told him, look, you convince me that you're not a YouTube cheat. Convince me that I'm wrong. And if you remove the link to your hate site, then I'll be more than happy to make a video reversing my position and saying that he should have the right to speak his mind here. He shouldn't be using YouTube as an advertisement tool for his hate site, but he should have the right to speak out as he sees fit. And to counter that, there are a couple of things that we can do. First of all, we can poke fun at him. And one thing that I did note in my previous video, and I'll post a link in the sidebar, evidently he tried to use Hurricane Katrina and tried to convince people who thought they were giving money to hurricane victim relief funds. He tried to convince them to give money to his own donation, and allegedly he kept it. Now, I'm not really sure if he kept anything or not, because there was an article posted, and I'll post a link in the sidebar, that said he only raised 3 cents. Only 3 cents was posted to his PayPal account. So maybe we should be calling him, and he couldn't even collect on that. So maybe what we should do is just refer to him from now on, not as C Potato, but we should refer to him as 3 Cent Frank. And we should ask all the losers who are following him and worshiping him that maybe they should make videos saying, I follow the loser 3 Cent Frank because, and explain why they are so proud to follow this guy who can't even seem to scam right. Of course, I recognize that the article that stated that he only raised 3 cents and he never could even collect us, I recognize that this article could be wrong. So it would be very interesting to hear if this article is wrong. Then I hope he will make a video and explain exactly how much he did raise for his quote-unquote charity, exactly where the funds went, who received the funds in the end, what was bought with this, who the victims are that he helped. It would be interesting to hear his side of the story. So if you don't want to be known as 3 Cent Frank, please go ahead and make a video explaining what happened. Until then, I'll just call you 3 Cent Frank. So laughing at 3 Cent Frank is one way to handle him. Another way to handle him is to ignore him. Say that this guy's such a lunatic and he doesn't even merit a response. I'm not sure if that's the way to go or not, especially if he continues making the most viewed list. I'm not sure if letting him spout forth his arguments without countering him whatsoever is a smart thing to do. Can be argued either way whether this is a good approach to take. Finally, the third way is to put out more information, to correct the things he says and put them in perspective. Now, I have to admit that I haven't studied the history in as great a detail as would be necessary to correct every single fact, or to even correct a lot of the facts that he's done. I do know that he pushes the protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a complete fabrication. I do know that at least some of what he says is either distorted or outright baloney. But it would really take somebody who's quite knowledgeable in the field to be able to catch him in every single lie, or to even really do justice. You really need an expert to do justice, because this guy is quite a slick propagandist. If you read his writings, if you watch his videos, he doesn't come off as a lunatic who goes out howling at the moon. He's a very smooth operator. So it really takes someone with a great deal of study behind them to really take this guy to town. I would hope that provided he severs a link to his website, and if he can demonstrate or even put forth a good argument, a good persuasive argument that he's not a YouTube cheat. If he could do those, I would hope that YouTube would let him stay on, and that Google would hire somebody, or at least encourage them to make videos dissecting his videos and putting him in perspective, and that Google could feature those videos. The best solution for disinformation is more information correcting it, setting the record straight. So that's the best disinfectant for vermin such as 3 Cent Frank. So I started this video a while back, and I did send him a message, I think a day or so ago, telling him that I'll make a video asking that he be allowed to stay on YouTube to put forth his views if he can demonstrate, if he can put forth a reasonable argument why we should believe he hasn't committed YouTube fraud by spamming his own videos, and if he would sever his link. So far he hasn't responded, and I haven't seen him post any videos explaining or even proclaiming that he's innocent, that the YT Watchdog is wrong, and so I await his making of a video explaining why we should believe he's not a YouTube cheat. Well, this has been a Masked Analyst. Under and in.